Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
SD Productions.
7 Mile Radio.
You motherfuckers.
I'm looking sick of
What's
him.
up, y'all?
Oh my god.
Your girls is back in the building tonight. Sorry about last week. Yeah.
Yeah, our bad, y'all. We had some stuff going on at the house. Had to get some stuff done.
Yeah, that part.
Mark starting already.
I didn't do nothing. Y'all have been arguing the whole time, and T-minus 1 second before the show starts. Then y'all want to bring me into the mix.
Okay. Okay.
So everybody good today?
I'm good.
Monique.
I'm good. I'm great actually. Had an okay day. Some work.
Hey, T-Boss.
T-Baw's always in the building. Hey,
Mashka.
I worked. This new job, this new role I'm in, baby. I'm telling you, all I do is I work from the second I get in to about 30 minutes before it's time for me to go. Working hard, like a $2 hoe with one leg. So anyway, how about you? How was your day? What you do today?
Sleep.
Must be nice.
Don't start. Do not start. Monique, do not start.
I'm saying
She's
this-
a hater on my Mondays and Tuesdays off, but she has the good days off, Saturdays and Sundays.
Well, Sunday and Monday's the good days. But I don't get to nap on my off days.
Girl, boo, you been tearing up sleep. You take a nap every day. Every
I
day.
try. I
Hey,
do try to take a nap.
Connie.
Hey, Corey, baby.
How you been, Mark?
I'm good. Staying busy, productive as always. You know, the community has deemed me Batman after my latest episodes of podcasts where I've uncovered the details of this missing 13-year-old girl and saved another 16-year-old girl and rescued another 17-year-old. Like, I've been on some Batman shit all week.
That's what's up.
It's like when you do one news story, it's almost like when you buy a new car and then you start seeing that car everywhere. Mm-hmm. It's like when I do one kind of news story, then the same they just start popping at me. They just start coming. So that's kind of what I've been on. And then, just gearing up for. Hopefully, everybody is voting for me for the Detroit Choice Awards. You know what I'm saying? So, they got the favorite social media influencer or community activist. A lot of people have already started voting for me in that area. So I guess I'll need to keep the momentum going.
Yeah,
and
make
tell
sure you talk
everybody
about
to
it.
go ahead
Yeah.
and vote and all of that type of stuff. And then, just looking for more, a couple of more venues to where we can start going out to do some live podcasts at. We can invite our audience out to watch our streams live, such as y'all show and others. That's actually conversation worthy enough to have in front of an audience.
That's what's up.
So yeah,
That's what's up.
just brainstorming and gearing up for new stuff for the weather when it breaks.
Oh, I can't wait because it's cold and dreariness and all that. I don't like it. That's Michigan for you. That's why I don't like it here. Y'all, let me tell y'all about my baby Corey. She made the Dean's List, y'all. I'm so proud of her. Her first year making the Dean's List, and y'all know we didn't think she was going to even make it, so we happy for her.
But damn, what damn?
We did. We was fighting hard to get my baby to where she needed to be to get to college. So for her to go to a HBCU, make the Dean's List, she knowing what she's
Well, I
supposed
guess
to
she
do.
proved y'all wrong.
And I'm glad. That's what we want.
Okay.
That's what we want.
I didn't even think she was gonna
That's
do
what
it.
we want. She talking about stop, please.
See what I'm saying?
Go, Connie. Go, Connie.
We super
Go,
proud of her.
Connie.
Now I
We
don't
super
feel
proud
so
of
bad.
Connie.
You even a hair in your family. I don't even feel that bad no more.
I love
my hate box.
I love my baby. I'm just glad to see her doing her thing. Hey, Shauna. Yeah, so I'm proud of her.
Thank you, T-Boss.
Yeah. So anyway, baby, go ahead. Sorry, Shay B.
Baby. I like that baby.
Forgot where we was for a second.
So y'all, last week we didn't make it. We had a lot of stuff going on at the house, so we didn't make it. But the week before last, we got cut off.
Trying to do your
Trying to, so everybody that's been following us pretty much is the people that follow us every Tuesday. They're here with us, so they pretty much know. But for the ones that's in here that don't know, so each ending of the show, I do a quote of the day. And so Tuesday we didn't come. Last week it got cut off, and I wasn't able to do the quote of the day. So I'm gonna do the quote of the day that I was supposed to get out that Tuesday. You did.
She keep looking at me like it was my fault that we got cut off. Like it was Mark Zuckerberg.
You the mastermind to
It
all
was
the
Zuckerberg,
Watch-
not D.
You the mastermind to all the stuff.
Zuckerberg got the last say so. It's the other Mark. White Mark is the one that cut you off, not
Not
black
white,
Mark.
not
Hey
white Mark.
Ronnie. So I'm gonna do
Mark.
the quote of the day. I'm gonna do one now, and then I'm gonna do one at the end of the show.
So what was your quote from 2 weeks ago?
So the quote for 2 weeks ago was, "The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you figure out why."
That's what's up. I like
Okay.
that.
So that give you something to think about and figure it out, and however you feel about it, you know.
I like that.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to our topic
Ronnie.
today. So today's topic is self-love.
Not the self-love y'all nasty folks thinking about. Not that one.
Oh my God, you the only one in
it's-
the room
Only one said
that's
something like
thinking
that.
about that.
Only one.
I was just clearing it up for people that I actually asked some other people to listen in today. And so I just
So
wanted
you
to
asked
clear
some
that
perverts
up.
to listen is what you're saying. That's what she said. That's what she said.
I'm sicker. Hey, Lucy.
Hey, Luce.
So, Lucy, if you're just tuning in, and anybody else that's just tuning in, today's topic is self-love.
Self-love.
So, I do want to put this out. So, I don't want anybody to get mixed up with self-love and narcissism. And why I say that is because they're similar.
It's a thin line between them, huh?
Very thin line. So, I don't want you to get mixed up with self-love or loving yourself and being a narcissism about it. So anybody that know, everybody aware of what narcissism mean, right? So people that don't know, we don't know who you are, but I'm gonna tell you. So narcissism believe they're better than others. They believe they're better than others and won't acknowledge or take responsibility for their mistakes and flaws.
Hey, Auntie Lois.
Let me say that again, okay? Because it's going to hit home to some people. So
Right
a
now.
narcissist believe they're better than others and won't acknowledge or take responsibility for their mistakes and flaws.
Amongst other things, but yeah.
They also strictly seek an amount of eternal validation and recognition. They also lack empathy for others.
Are you talking about me?
So what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
So self-love, similar. So it doesn't prevent you from caring about others. Somebody with self-love always care about the next person. It simply means you can give yourself the same kindness that you give to others. That's the difference. So we're going to move along and we're going to talk about it.
Look at Shay B prepared with her notes and everything.
Notepad,
Go
flipping
Shay B.
pages and shit.
Right. She was like, I'm on it today. I got my notes. Okay. I'm sitting over here unprepared with my breeze and my water.
Love Reed said, I know a couple of them. So
Hey,
ways to practice self-love. The number one thing for me in practicing self-love is putting yourself first. So we're going to talk about that. So my version of putting yourself first, that means in everything. If you do for yourself before
Hey,
you do
Farrah.
for others, that gives you a chance to be able to do for others.
Oh.
I don't know if y'all get that. Let me say it again. If you do for yourself first, put yourself first,
Think about yourself.
you able down the line to help others.
No different than when you always on the airplane, right? And they told you when you if you were getting ready to crash and the mask came down, you got to put it on yourself first before you put it on anybody else. Because if you're not in a good condition, you can't help nobody else. That's basically
You
what
can't.
she's saying.
Y'all, I'm so immature.
What's your
Yeah,
take
see,
on it, Keelan?
That's why you're a narcissist. What you about to say? A bunch of bullshit. You about to say some bullshit.
It's not true.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lucy.
I was just thinking, like, you're right, because in all honesty, I don't care about the next person. If you're not in my immediate party,
narcissists.
like, I'm not even trying. Like, my main concern is me.
They was talking about in regards to you being next to someone like your child.
Yeah, for sure. I'm
Okay?
definitely gonna do my
Not
child
just
first.
the neighbor,
But
the
like
random
somebody else, like
foreigner
I
next
don't
to you.
know.
Of course not.
I want to make sure I'm 100% safe before I'm worried about somebody else. Yeah.
And in life, you need to make sure that you're established, right, before you can, you know. That's why when a lot of times people say, "Oh, well, you know,
Me
what I'm saying, I'll
too.
put my child before me." It's ain't it? But yeah, but if you don't have
Have
it,
it, you can't give it to
can't
your
give
child.
it to them.
That's the
So
whole biggest
you
thing.
have to make sure you have it.
And nobody gets that.
Hey, Auntie
In
Lois.
order to love, you have to love yourself. Point blank,
But
period.
like, what do you mean by love?
So when you love yourself, it's a lot of things in life that you would not accept. So when you love yourself, let's take for instance, when you truly love yourself and you don't learn how to love yourself, then you don't let a lot of shit slide.
Some people don't understand what that means, though, to love themselves.
So to love yourself is to love everything about you. Don't, if you got an attitude problem, it's a reason. I strongly believe that people have an attitude because it's a reason behind it. It's either they feel like they've been attacked by other people, so that makes them have that attitude. But what you don't do when you love yourself, let nobody tell you nothing about your damn attitude. Period.
Really?
How can people judge your attitude? What is your attitude about? What mostly people tell people they got an attitude problem when they don't sugarcoat shit for you. If you get that.
I get it.
So when you don't sugarcoat shit for no adult,
you got a fucked up
then you
attitude.
got a fucked up attitude.
Yeah.
What makes a fucked up attitude?
I mean,
What makes a fucked up attitude though?
the way-
Somebody-
You know what it is?
How you
When
respond?
when you're not delivering the information the way that they want to receive it.
Exactly.
But people have to learn how to receive things in the form of how they understand it. Not
However is
how-
given.
Sometimes, no matter what tone you deliver it in, it's going to be wrong, right? If you're too aggressive, right, then it's like, oh, you're being mean.
Hey,
like,
Veronica.
You're yelling at me, but you may not be aggressive. You just be passionate about what you're saying, right? Versus sometimes when you don't deliver it as abrasively, and then it's like it's not taking it seriously because you didn't drill it in their head. Like, you know what I
That
mean?
shouldn't equate to yelling.
And not
'cause that's
only
usually
that,
what it
even
is.
when you talk in a calm voice and everything like that, now it comes, I don't want to hear the shit.
Yeah, or that's an opportunity for them to talk over you.
It's like, okay, then. It's
Hey,
like
Mai.
people have to understand to you never gonna see, everybody is different in the world. So everybody point of view is gonna be different. And you have to just deal with the different size of different personalities.
And
That's
people-
just it.
and people
Different
find-
conversations.
And that comes from loving yourself
comes
first.
from
'cause
loving yourself
I believe
first.
in leaving people where they are, meet them where they are. And
Mm-hmm.
if that's how they are, if they got the bad attitude or they got self-doubt or whatever it is, that's what they are. You just meet them at that place.
I don't
But
know
you
how
do have to
pronounce
love
your name.
yourself first.
Maisha Brooks?
That's Maisha.
Oh, okay. I said it right. Hey, Maisha. Hey, Katina,
Hey,
Zalika,
Katie.
Veronica, Auntie Lois.
Yeah, so I agree with that. I think that I guess I'm just struggling to understand what a lot of people mean when they say self-love. Because even though I made the joke about not that type of self-love, I still, like, when I think of self-love, I think of just like putting me first, taking care of myself, not just my physical, but everything that is with
Your
me.
physical, your mental.
Yeah, just making
listen,
sure
your
all of that
physical,
is
your
in order.
emotional, your mental, and your spiritualness. Those are all the most important things in self-love.
Yeah, look at her prepared. Prepare with a
Got
capital
notes and
P.
shit, bullet points
Exclamation
and
at the end.
She had me heard Jesse Jackson on and shit.
Hey, Grace.
Listen, because y'all know that I'm always so adamant, you know that, Mark, about self-loving and taking on your own responsibilities of life itself. I'm very strong-minded when it comes to stuff like that because it's nothing that nobody can tell me about me.
Some people can't apply or can't benefit from self-love because they so stuck on receiving validation and
See, that's
confirmation
what
from
I
other
agree.
people.
That's that's what I'm struggling with over here. Like, understanding what self-love is. I mean, not
Okay,
trying
so-
to be funny, but like, I'm not even sure if I'm in that place to fully understand what that
Okay,
means.
so I'm gonna give you some more examples of ways to practice self-love, right? Okay, so that was just one. I just want to kind of touch bases on every part of self-love.
I'll shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
No, of the numbers. I want you to say what you want to say, So that was just one that stood out to me. That's very important. Putting yourself first is the number one in all of this, but it's other things behind just putting yourself first.
Yeah,
So
because I feel like I put myself first. I'm sure a lot of people do.
a lot of people don't, though.
A lot of people are ashamed and they're called selfish for that, right? Because
That's
people
how I feel.
Yeah, but see, because people want to guilt trip you into getting out of you what they want to benefit from out of you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's what it is. So you have to ignore motherfuckers sometimes. You know what I mean? And guess what? And be selfish. Sometimes that's the thing that you have to be, because you'll invest yourself into other things and other people so much that now when you need to be when you need your cup full back up,
Can't
there's
nobody do
nobody's
it.
shoulder they lean on, right?
Just talked about
like
that today.
you're like the strong friend that needs to be checked on, right? When they say check on your strong friends, because you're always the one is the confidant, right? Or the ones
Always.
people come to when they need $1 or some shit, right? But when you
Need a
need
ride or
$1,
need
who
a-
can you ask, right?
Need to watch your dog.
So you have to be selfish, because you will wear yourself so thin that you will get to the point that you don't have shit for yourself.
Yeah, I get that.
So another one, get to know your big emotions.
Oh, look at my. You got a degree in self-love, girl?
I do.
A
I
degree in
do.
self-love.
And I do. Look, Mark.
I'm sitting over about to get my notebook.
Really. So
Just take hers home with you. Y'all going to the same house.
So get to know your big emotions. So
Take 'em
whatever I can tell you what your big emotions is, what bothers you the most, what makes you the most happy
What takes you
is,
out, yeah.
whatever that situation is, that's what you have to do.
Learn it.
Learn it,
Mm-hmm.
master it, not just learn it, master it.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes time. This ain't nothing that just happens overnight.
Hell no.
This is something you have to work on and keep working on and working on. And if you slip up sometimes, it's okay. We human.
Mm-hmm.
But still try to change it for you. Not for nobody else, for you.
I was about to say,
Don't let nobody try to...
don't go in and ask
Yeah,
nobody. And
no,
they're going to
absolutely
tell you
not.
what's good for that's going to benefit them. You figure out what it is for you. You know what I mean? That's the whole issue. Again, it goes back to what I said earlier about people needing confirmation from other people. Figure out what it is that you want, that you like, that you want to do, and make you happy. And that don't involve other people.
Exactly.
Right? Because once you involve other people, then it's going to be that dependence
Somebody
on,
judging you.
It's going to be or that dependence on them having to confirm to you that you're doing it right or that it's good for you.
Another one, create a mood boosting playlist. I know everybody out here love music, whether it's from gospel music to R&B to rap or whatever the case may be. I can tell y'all this. So a little story about me. So years ago, I went through a lot of stuff. I'm not going to talk about what it was and things like that. And I became this dark person in my life that was depressed, and I put myself out from the world, from other people. And one thing that helped me get out that situation was CeCe Winans. CeCe Winans, I will listen to CeCe Winans all the time, like all day long. Just listen to it, cry, cry, and cry some more. And her music truly helped me to get out of what I was going through. So no matter, make your playlist and get the music that helps you. I can't tell you what it is, only you know that. Get it, stick with it, and what do you think, Monique? I know you like music.
I do. I think when I am going through something besides like having a little drinky drink, I think that playing music, playing some music, you know me, even my kids make a joke about this all the time. When I am like pissed off or stressed out or something like that, especially, I wouldn't say mainly upset about something, if I put on gospel music, it definitely like changes
Calms
my
me
mind.
down, yeah.
And the kids make jokes about it, like, did you listen to your gospel music, because you acting up right now? So I will say that does work for me. It might not work for everyone, but definitely like that calming down period, I am listening to some gospel music.
So I'm gonna tell you something. If y'all going through stuff and ain't never told nobody nothing what you going through about trying to be self-love, as I'm going through these, write them down. Write them down. Do them yourself. You know, do them to your schedule. Do them to how you feel about it. You know. So we can move to number 4. Do what's meaningful to you. Stop doing what everybody else wants you to do, or what's cool that you think is cool that everybody else doing it, so I'm going to do it too. Do what's meaningful to you. Like things that make me happy is when I sit up on my phone, on all my phones and my tablet and play Monopoly Go. That's my peace.
Every day, all day.
That's my piece. I don't watch TV. I'm not a TV person, but I love music. I'm a music person. I listen to music and I play on my phone, games on my phone. Mm-hmm. Hey Tracy. So that is my
Yes, it is, Nikita.
what's meaningful to me in life, as far as calming me down and still getting to know me. As of today, I'm still in that trance where I'm still putting self-love on myself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like a never stopping moment. It's like a everyday thing you have to do and constantly work on yourself till you satisfied. Not what my wife being satisfied about my self love, or it's about me and what I feel about my self love.
And like taking time to yourself. That's another big
Yeah.
thing for me. Like I know with us being married, so people don't understand that even though you're married, you still need your
Nikita,
you.
it is.
You still need your you time. I need my me time. I need my time to just me, whether that's me being in a separate room watching TV, whether that's me going out to get my, getting a pedicure and a manicure or whatever, my day of beauty or whatever you want to call it. Like, I think self-love, one of the things that I do to take care of myself in that terms is that alone time, that me time.
That's
And not just away from my wife, but just away from everyone, the kids, the dog, the job, the TV, just that time to reflect. Somebody recently told me that I should start meditating.
I just told you that.
Okay, well, I said somebody shit. I'll be forgetting shit.
That's funny you said that. Not about the meditation, but finding time for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So the fifth thing of ways to practice self-love is to make an actual self space for yourself. So
Oh.
that was pretty funny you said that.
Y'all, I didn't look at the notebook.
She didn't. She'll never read my notes or anything
Me
like that.
time is important, Luz.
Hey, Shalonda.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta find a actual safe space for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Not with nobody, no kids, no none of that. Just for yourself. In order for you to know yourself, you have to be by yourself.
That's good.
You have to experience being by
Some people
yourself.
can't stand
I'm
to
one
be
of those
by
people.
themselves.
I'm one of those people. I am.
But why is that? Do you feel like?
I don't, probably because I talk too damn much, and
So you
my
don't like-
mind is always like running and the stuff I want to say, and
So when you're around people, as opposed to you not having somebody to talk to because nobody's around and they're there, you talk to them, right? And
Yeah, sure,
So
yeah.
if it's annoying to you to be by yourself, how do you think other people feel when they are around you and they may not want to talk?
I wouldn't talk to someone that didn't want to talk. I can definitely tell if they want to talk or not.
Okay. So
Yeah, I wouldn't
understand.
just start. My point, Mark is always trying to fuck with me, y'all. Always.
Like if you annoying yourself, why you think you ain't
I'm
annoying
not.
other
I'm
people?
not annoying myself. My point is, I like to be with someone to talk. I'm not saying I can't go off and have my me time, and I'm not saying I can't understand that somebody else wants to be alone. I'm just saying we were talking about having someone. I would prefer to be in a relationship. If I'm not, then shit, I just won't have nobody to damn talk to but the dog. But in this case, I'm with my wife, and if she's in a mood where she don't want to be bothered, she gonna say it, and vice versa. So then I know, like, all right, let me just go over here and give her time or whatever. So Mark, shut up. You always start in trouble. Always. Then he got the nerve to be over there smiling because he know he's starting shit as usual.
So, but you have to do that. You have to find a space for just you. And don't invite nobody into that space.
Right, Shalonda, by myself.
Don't invite no one into your space at that moment. Your space is for you. That's it. Nobody else. My wife can't come in my space. When I got space time for just me, she cannot come in my space.
It's okay.
You can't.
I'm coming.
You not.
I'll be sitting right over there like
See
this.
what I'm saying? Annoying.
Narcissist.
Annoying.
Narcissist.
Would you be able to handle if somebody did you like you do people? Probably not.
Hell no.
So why are you this way?
I can be
Robert,
like that with her.
okay? My
I could
space,
be like
stay
that.
out.
Shut up, Robert. Veronica gonna put her arm over there too, just like that.
That's
and
why
do it
I'm going to
just
get
like that.
a locked-in man cave.
See you in 2 weeks, Robert. Yeah.
Okay, so another important factor. Know when to say no thanks.
That's tough for me.
Y'all don't like that. Know when to say no thanks. Learn to say no.
It's tough when you're nice, you know?
It's not about being nice. You cannot continue to always say yes, yes, yes.
It's
yes.
exhausting, right?
It
Very.
is.
You have to learn to be
Very.
selfish.
It
You
is.
have to learn to be
I
selfish.
know.
Right?
I'm struggling with that. Because we've talked about it. I don't like people to ask me for stuff because I don't like to do
Veronica.
it. But I also don't know how to
Sick
say
of you.
no. I feel bad. You know what I'm saying? I think I look at it wrong. I look at it like if I say no and then I need help later, not necessarily from that person or someone else. Of course, I'm not going to ask, but if I need it and they say no, I feel like that's my karma for saying no to somebody who could have possibly needed my help. That's why I don't like to say no to people.
No, you shouldn't look at it.
I
like
do.
That. You're giving,
You got to
you're
know-
giving bad karma too much credit.
And you got to
Oh,
know
that
what
way.
to say no to and what to say yes to.
I ain't going to be walked on now, Robert. That ain't going to happen.
You know, sometimes people are just
Right,
assholes,
Veronica.
and they not
Right.
gonna give it to anybody.
I know
They
you
just,
got the
know what I
key.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
And we've talked about this before that I should work on saying no a little bit more. You know,
A
because
lot of bit more. Yep. Yep. Now me, I'm the opposite.
I'm gonna say something though with it. I mean, I know y'all dealing with each other, but like with the ladies, sometimes you know it's like it's not just that you say no, it's how you say no. You know what I mean? Don't just
Yeah.
say not like with an attitude. It's,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
how you
Yeah.
turn the motherfucker down or how you say no that is taken the wrong way sometimes. You know
me
what
too,
I'm saying?
Michelle.
that's
me
true.
too. I'm working on it too. It's a work in
So
progress.
decline respectfully, I guess, as you can, in whatever
Yeah,
the situation
yeah.
is, as opposed to just coming off like you're good, better than thou, and I didn't need this. I'm insulted that you even asked me for this shit.
And you know what? I noticed, and like I said, self-love. I learned self-love, and my wife will tell you, I'm probably a little bit too cocky with it. But however, can't nobody tell me no different. But again, I learned this down the line, because it had to be so much people did to me to make me come to that point to want to self-love myself, and so I was always that person. Yeah, here you go. Okay,
Yeah,
here
yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Here you go. And it wore me out. It wore me out. And I could no longer do it. And I noticed as long as I was saying yes, 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 I had all these people around me. And
That
now
part.
that I say no, 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 ain't nobody around me.
I hear.
You know, you get what I'm saying,
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, you know, so it's
Yeah.
like,
So it reminds me of a lyric from CeeLo Green. I believe it was cell therapy, not cell therapy. Anyway, he said, it would be nice to have Mo, but I kind of like being Poe. At least I know what my friends here for.
Okay, you hear me?
You know what I'm saying?
And when you was
So
talking about the no,
These fair weather friends, it's only around when shit is good and shit. You know what I mean? That lets you
That
know
part.
something about that as opposed to the people that's still around but things ain't so good or when you don't have something tangible that they can benefit from. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. And when you were saying like to say no, kind of, you know, not all with the attitude or whatever, I noticed that if I say no, flat out, no explanation, it's like those people don't come back and ask again. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm like, no, you know, I have to, you know, go do this, or I don't have that right now, or whatever, then they keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel bad, like, fuck, I should have said no harder the first time.
self-love.
Yeah,
I'ma work on it. Me and Shalonda, we gonna work on it.
Because in these situations, like you putting their feelings before yours, right? Do you care about
Yeah.
how you feel and that you're being annoyed or you're being inconvenienced, right? Or that they feel some type of way about you standing your ground about how you feel.
Michelle, that's the main one.
That's all being
The main
selfish
ones.
is sometimes. It's just standing your ground about how you feel, no matter how it makes somebody else feel.
It's easier for friends with me than it is for family. It's easier for me with somebody I don't know or somebody that's, you know, I consider an
Because you
acquaintance
teach
or
people how
whatever.
to treat you, right? So
It's easier, but with family, it's a lot harder for me to say no.
why? Because these are people that you have to deal with, inevitably.
No, because I just feel like it's my family and I gotta help them. I feel like it's us. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody else. So I've been teaching my children that it's y'all, and y'all need to help each other. There's
Right,
no
and-
outsiders.
But see, some people will use that component as
And
a
do,
crutch,
and do,
right?
and do.
To say like, I'll never have to get my shit together because my family will always have
Ooh,
me.
you
I
sound
can
like
use it. I'm
Shonda.
saying?
Same shit she be telling me. I just don't be listening.
I tell her though all the time, like, I love my family. Do not get me wrong. I love my family. From a
Can't be an
distance.
enabler, right? To be an enabler.
I'm
From
trying
a
not
distance.
to, but it's just
You know, and it don't make me love them no less. I love them all the same. Some I love a little more. However, I love my dignity and I love freedom. And when I say freedom, to stay out of jail. And sometimes I have to get people out my life that will cause me to go to jail. So I sit back and I stay
Violent.
away. No, it ain't
Violent.
about being violent. It's just called my mental health. And that was a part of me working on with self-love. I can't let nobody take me out that element. So I had to dismiss myself from you. Not meaning, because I don't see you every day don't mean I don't love you. Because I don't talk to you every day doesn't mean I don't love you. It just simply means I love you from a distance.
Yeah.
And if I call you every once in the blue moon, that meant I thought about you. I could
that's
have thought about you long before then, but this was my time that I wanted to hear your voice, and that should mean something. But to most people, they feel like they have to talk to a person every day, and that's love. No, that's not love. I don't have to be around you every day or talk to you every day to know that I love you or you love me.
Right. I agree with that.
You know, these are people that's like, you know, like I said earlier, they're getting so
Girl, always
accustomed-
the kids,
they,
Maisha.
they become so attached and accustomed to you being there, right? That when you're not there, now you're the bad guy.
Oh, yep.
Because you have
Absolutely.
to teach people how to treat you, right? And teach people your boundaries and your standards
Yeah.
when it comes
Yeah.
to you and how you operate. You know what I mean? You can't just let them impose their shit on you and then make you feel bad, guilt trip you when you don't receive it and
Yeah.
operate in the space that they want you to operate in.
But you have to do that in
Hey,
the
Jenny.
beginning.
Yeah, most
You have to
definitely,
accept what people fail at is this. When you first meet a family member or go around a family member, you stop things in the track right then and there before it get out of hand.
You gotta set the
You
boundaries.
gotta set
right there,
boundaries right then and there.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, and years later you trying to stop around them, they looking at you like, "Girl, please go sit down somewhere. You ain't been like this. Well, all of a sudden you change it for now. You have to stop
You
it
ever
right
meet
then and
somebody,
there."
whether it be family or whatnot,
Hey,
and they,
friend.
and they try to overexert themselves into your circle, into your space type shit, and then when
Yeah.
you reject them, then they try to put, what's wrong with me? Like, what? Like
Not
that's
something wrong with you.
Or no, they say, what's wrong with them? Like, what's wrong with me? Why I can't? Like that's an indication of them knowing that, like, yeah, you putting the guard down, like putting your wall up. Like I don't want you in that space. Like you're not invited over my house. You can't come in. You know what I mean? This is for I got a family outing for me and my kids. No, you and your kids can't come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You mean shit like that. You know what I mean? So you got to teach people.
And it's sad you got to be
boundaries
like
and
that,
standards,
though.
Yeah.
It's sad
Yeah,
you got to
it
be
is.
like that because people take advantage of you.
They, you know what I mean? You would draw the line right here and they overstep that boy. You know what I mean? You give them an inch, they're going to take grass it all the way to Telegraph.
So
They
it's-
don't even
far.
cross.
I'm not even from here, and I know that's far.
Yeah.
So anybody that just tuning in, we're going to touch bases on it. So today we're talking about self-love. So if you're just tuning in, you might want to go back and watch the show at the beginning and know what we were talking about.
Okay.
But I love y'all.
Me too, Michelle.
So we're going to go to another important...
Hey, Michelle.
We're going to go to another important factor of practice self-love.
You know Michelle be sneaking in. Michelle be sneaking in.
What's up, Kenya? So we're gonna go back. So Kenya, today we're talking about self-love. So we done made some points
It's on the
about
screen.
things, and I still want to keep saying it
Oh,
anyway.
you're so sweet. Okay.
So that's what we're talking about. So we're gonna move on to number 7. Say something nice to yourself in the mirror every day.
Ooh, I do. I be like, look at that booty. Ooh, ain't it pretty? Ooh.
I swear to Moses. Say something. Boost yourself up. Boost your confidence up. And one thing I learned about my black women nowadays is that somewhere down the line, y'all done let somebody take y'all self-confidence away from y'all.
Wow, yeah.
And I don't like it.
I definitely look in the mirror every day at myself and say,
I don't like it. You know, and I think that every woman in this podcast right now, man, woman, it don't matter, purple, green, orange, whoever you are, say something nice to yourself in the mirror every day. And this is something that you will say to yourself every day. Whatever you want to say in the mirror to yourself every day, make sure it's a compliment.
I was
to
just
yourself.
about to say that. Don't say you want your stomach flatter. Because that's going to take some work.
You know, go in there
And then
and
that's what
mean
you're
it.
doing. You're focusing and highlighting the flaws. What
Yeah,
you're doing, as
yeah.
opposed
So
to
say
speaking
something
life into
nice.
yourself.
Whatever
What
you like
just-
about yourself,
What you're basically
say
saying
it.
is, I don't like my belly. I don't like myself. I
No,
want to change it. That's
say
what you're saying.
something nice about yourself.
I do, Yanni. I be loving myself.
You can
And you
say
know
a
what?
whole little sentence about yourself.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
However,
It's crazy
make
that
it
may be
positive.
hard for some people to do that. It's
It
crazy.
is hard. It's hard for a lot of people to look at the mirror and say something nice about themselves. I know a girl.
Go in
that
the
used-
mirror and say, listen, Today I will be better than I was today.
Yesterday than I was yesterday.
Yesterday. Say anything. Say I am loved and I refuse to take less than that.
You are so nice.
Listen.
She came prepared today, didn't she?
You
Listen.
see this shit?
This is
Was
what
that in the notes?
No, it wasn't. Nope. It wasn't.
Okay, all right.
It wasn't.
She got a
in
little
those.
class. She got a little class. She got
That's
a little
just
class.
me. Like I'm that type that can put you on the right path to helping yourself. Literally, I've been there, done that. You know, and you have to uplift yourself because ain't nobody else gonna uplift you. Nobody. Even your kids talk about you nowadays. Mommy, your stomach getting big. Like kids will say the darnest shit to their parents, and they don't know better. You know, they think
They're
it's
just being honest.
They
It's
just
the
being
first thing that's on
honest.
their mind. It doesn't even register as an insult to them.
You could say, "Look at me. I am so short."
baby. Get your life together. Okay, get it together. But whatever you feel like you want to say, listen. Y'all on my podcast, I'm telling you, I'm that one that you can call. You want some inspiration? Call me. Keely know that. I've told her plenty of times. She like, oh, Veronica said she loved your I said, tell Veronica to call me. Anytime Veronica down, tell Veronica to call me. Because, baby, I am the one to uplift you. I just told Keely the other day that I was going to start a all-women's group.
Who's Keely?
Monique. That I was going to help. So I told Monique, I always call her that. 'Cause, listen, I'm just not used to that, you know. But I told Monique that I was gonna start an all women's group to make women be better within themselves, and to stop just taking and doing for themselves, pretty much. And she was like, "Oh, baby, that's gonna be nice." I say, "Yeah, every woman need it, and even men. I'm not outing them. You know, men need it too.
Yeah, probably more than women.
Probably so.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's another story.
to
So
be lifted up. Yeah,
so we gonna move on to the next one.
you got some really good pointers over there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So number 8, schedule mind checks ends with yourself.
I know you are, Veronica. Schedule mind checks,
Schedule mini checks
mini checks
with yourself.
with yourself. Like checking in to see, make sure you're doing okay.
Check in on yourself. Go to that mirror again and be like, hey, what did I do today that I need to do better tomorrow?
In order to get to that point, though, you have to be walking down the path of
But here's the thing.
discovering what your self-love is.
Not necessarily. If that mirror will tell everything, because one thing about that mirror, you looking at yourself. Ain't nobody else around you know nothing. It's just you in that mirror. So whatever you say to that mirror, it's confidential. Nobody gonna say nothing. It's you. So it's what you saying to yourself. So when you talking and looking at a reflection of yourself and you saying whatever you saying in that mirror, that's the start of self-love. It don't have to start by number 1 of putting yourself first. It don't have to start like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do.
People have to find the balance. I feel like anybody can go in the mirror and say something nice to themselves. Just how people go in the mirror and cry when they depressed, when they sad, and they go in the mirror like, God, why?
Yeah.
Why is this always happening to me? If you can say that in the mirror, you can say, Lord, fix me. Lord, help me to be a better person. Lord, take away all the people in my life that do not belong.
Michelle said I actually just started doing this a month ago.
Congratulations, Michelle. Uh-oh, here we go with the signal.
Robert, and we will take her,
It came
Robert,
back.
and we will. We'll take her right over with us.
But y'all, listen, it gets deep with me, and whether y'all like it or not, this just me. And I'm telling you, I am the person to come to about self-love because I want everybody to love themselves.
Well, you could start working with me first, because I'm still working on it, because yeah.
Evil. Yeah.
I'm not evil. Remember, me and you talked about this. That wall up says I'm evil.
know.
You get through that wall.
I know.
It's a Gushers over
just-
here.
you just a
Was
shit
it
talker,
Gushers?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Veronica, I'm glad to know you in,
Because that
honey.
keep people away.
That's what's up. I need some more women.
You see, I say
that's the
no.
buffer. That's the
yeah,
threshold to
once
keep
you
the
get through
bullshit
that
out.
wall, then I'm saying yes instead of no.
Yeah.
Michelle, it really does make a difference. More than people know.
Yeah,
Put
I
your
like that.
put your pride down, and if you can't talk to yourself, who else gonna want to listen to you?
Boy.
Yeah, so I don't know what I'm supposed to say in the mirror. I mean, other than I look good. You know what I'm saying?
I look fly.
Right. That's me, because I'm so silly. I be in the mirror like, oh girl, your hair growing and everything. You see it. You know, it's that something that small.
It's the
Highlight what you like.
It's the same thing as people saying, I don't feel right praying to God because how I know he even listening or he really somebody, you know, and people have a problem with praying to God or praying out loud.
Yeah.
So they say silent prayers.
These are the same people that probably don't believe in themselves, right?
Right, self-love.
Right?
Boom.
They don't believe in themselves. They don't believe they can speak
Okay,
things
Michelle.
into existence. They can, they speak things into the universe and it'll happen for them. They don't believe, because if you speak things and you believe it enough, right?
Thank you,
I believe
Portia.
that
Right.
it'll happen.
Thank you, Portia.
A
That's
lot of
cute.
people
I
don't
like
believe
it.
in that philosophy. They don't believe in that science. So, praying to someone, they don't believe that
Yeah.
there's a universe out there that grants wishes. I'll say it like that. So
Well, I
that's an
believe.
indication that you don't love yourself.
Exactly. So the next one, number 9, when you feel your inner critic screaming, take a hard pivot. Nobody criticizes us more than we criticize ourselves. We have to stop that.
I mean,
Stop it. Listen, we are our biggest critics.
manifest, Monet.
And it's more sad than anything, believe it or not. It's more sad than anything. We can't be so hard on ourselves. And it goes back to loving yourself, knowing the choices that you're making in life is the right choices. Mm-hmm.
That's hard though. That's hard.
It's
to do.
very hard. That's why I say it's a process. This ain't no Sesame Street shit. You know, this
It's
is
not a flick that you can switch
yeah.
light and cut
Like
it on and
when
off.
we watched Sesame Street one time, we learned our ABCs right then and there. Say we didn't.
My
1, 2,
grandma
3,
taught me.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We was geek. We knew 1 to 12. Just watching Sesame Street. And we sat there and we learned that. And that's
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Life is learning just like that. Just how we sat there in front of a TV and mimic somebody on there to be able to talk like that person, to mimic that person. That's the same thing you do in life.
Yeah.
Same thing. Nothing is different. Life is a show. It is what it is.
I like it.
You like it, girl?
Girl. Girl, you over there preaching, girl.
So, at the very least, number 10, at the very least, don't judge yourself. I just said it. Do not judge yourself. Only God can judge us. You cannot judge yourself. Judge yourself for what?
Tell Tony I say hey.
All you can do is pray about it and keep it moving. And once you believe, and I tell my wife this all the time because I'm a very big believer on God. I tell her all the time. Somewhere down the line, I told her this maybe a couple years ago. I said, hey, I don't know what happened. You ain't got to tell me if you don't want to. But somewhere down the line, you lost faith and you stopped believing. Mm-hmm. When you lose faith and stop believing, that self-love goes right out the window. Because God is love.
Yes, listening to your body, Carla.
God
Ooh.
is so loved that he gave his only begotten son, right? So you got to believe in yourself just like God believe in us.
I never listen to my body, Carla, until it's too damn late. Then I'm at the doctor's office.
Maybe I'm talking about God. And you
I'm
cussing.
Did I? Did I cuss? I cuss so much I don't even know when I cuss.
okay.
I was just because Carla's right. Shay B tells me all the time. I could be like, "Oh, my elbow," and she'd be like, "Go get that looked at." And I'm like, "Girl," and then next thing you know, I done broke a bone
arm
in the
fell
elbow,
off and shit,
right?
yeah.
And I didn't.
She don't like to listen.
Yeah, and then I make fun of her because she go to the doctor if she break a nail. She down at urgent care and at the ER, but
That's
she
because it went
healthy,
down
healthy.
there to the
we
meat.
know who gonna outlast who. in
Right,
the
because
planet.
so she healthy. She know everything that's going on with her body, and I'll just be sitting there like, no, not yet. I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna just tie it up with a wrap. But you're right, listening to your body, yeah, for sure. That is definitely caring about yourself, a part of self love, for sure.
So another one, number 11.
Oh, dang.
Be realistic with your goals. Set your goals. Set what you want to do in life and do it. Because only you can make it happen. But be realistic about it. Don't be like in 2 days, oh, a bitch gonna be rich. I'm gonna be rich in 2 days.
I mean, unless you know that check is already in the bank,
Check or not, it ain't a rich check.
might be.
Be realistic about your goals.
Well, y'all silly as hell.
That's her. Really, be realistic about your goals. We have to. We have to be realistic.
What was you
about
gonna say, Mark? Don't do that.
Nope.
What you gonna
I
say,
was
Mark?
reading comments. Go ahead.
What'd you say,
I
Mark?
was reading comments. Go ahead.
No, you wasn't. You was gonna say something.
No, go ahead.
I know you. I know you. So that's one of them. So 12. Talk about your feelings. If you ain't got no, I don't want to hear that. I ain't got nobody to talk to. Listen, you don't need nobody to talk to.
Talk to yourself.
Talk to yourself. Talk to
in the mirror
God.
and talk in the mirror.
And talk in the mirror. Talk in the mirror to yourself. Tell your feelings how you feel about things, and that really do help.
Because most people, most adults know that when you got something on your chest, especially if you angry or you sad or whatever, saying it out loud is a very healing. Even if you don't even if whatever that issue isn't solved, at least by getting it out, you hearing it out loud, you can start to process it, break it down to fix it or to settle it or whatever it is. So, right, unpacking and releasing. Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. Say it out loud so you can hear it, and then you can start breaking it down. For sure, because she ain't gonna be showing me up like I don't know a little bit about self-love.
Showing her up. Well, this
But
is
you
like
you the one over there acting like you don't love yourself. You need therapy and shit. You need her to teach you how to love yourself.
Hey, I know how to look in the mirror and say some nice things about myself.
we're
That
not
I
talking
can
about
do.
the booty though.
Yeah, I like your hair and your booty, Monique. Like, ooh wee, yeah.
You can talk to yourself, just don't answer yourself. Crazy people do that. Listen, I will talk out loud, and then I will respond to what I said.
Well, you should.
Like, Monique,
there's
what are you
an inner
doing?
voice in your head, like you're conscious. Like,
Of course.
So when you talk
Yes,
back,
Carla.
Everybody
you
got two
should
people
listen.
sitting on
You
their
should
shoulders.
listen, right, when you talk back to yourself.
That's right.
Yeah,
So
I
if you
definitely
talk to
don't.
yourself and nobody answers, that's the problem. That's when you check yourself into the damn hospital and shit.
Right.
You don't hear
The
nothing.
Yeah,
back and
I
shit.
did, Carla.
The
I
mental
did
ward.
therapy one time. I enjoyed my therapy sessions. It felt good to be able to talk to someone other than my significant other, because I was able to say some things that I wasn't ready to say out loud, and it also taught me some things.
That I wasn't shit. I ain't never gonna be shit.
It taught me how to allow the other person to talk and for me to listen. And it allowed me to literally take a few seconds before I responded to, or before giving a response. So it allowed me to calm down. That's the one thing I took for therapy that I love and that I use in everyday life, every day.
And see, I'm the total opposite. I'm like Medea when she went to go see Dr. Phil on her show, and she was like, "Why'd you telling me I'm angry? I ain't angry." You know, how you gonna ask me questions about myself and you don't know me?
Yeah.
I'm that type of person.
We're
I'd
trying,
rather just
Carla.
pray about it and have God help me. I don't want no person that I don't know and paying them all this money to tell me something. You know,
Yeah, I
I
used to
just-
feel like that.
I
but-
just don't
So
believe
that's
in
why,
that.
like, if you split the word therapist, you get the rapist. Like, that's all there is to rape your pockets.
Oh
Right.
my God, I disagree, Mark.
Absolutely.
That's not true. These people are put in place to be able to help you. Here's the thing.
That was a joke. I'm just.
Here's the thing.
She got real sensitive about
because,
it too.
yeah, because there's some people that need therapy,
Therapist does
and
help. I mean, yeah.
yeah, because they're not necessarily there to give you answers. They're there to help you figure out your own answer in your own way. My therapist did not be like, well, this is what you should do and this is what you should do. She gave me suggestions based on what I was feeling, what I wanted, and helped me come up with those,
I
those
could have
things
did
on my
that for
own.
free. Everything she told you, I told you. And you paid this lady, and I got nothing.
You got something, baby. It might not have been cash, but you got stuff. You got me.
Yeah, I got you, but you
But
paid
it's-
this lady.
but that's not
the
my own-
same thing I told you. She told you the
Well,
same
that's
thing.
not the therapist that I was talking about, though. But it's okay.
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
it's okay.
Oh, okay.
So my point is, for those out there that that are considering therapy, I would say don't go with the first one. That's the first thing. Do some research and get some recommendations, because I did go to 3 before I found one that I felt like would understand me, and that could help me in what I was going through. So I definitely say try it.
That's why I'm gonna start this women's group.
Stress will kill you.
That's why I'm gonna start this women's group where we all what goes on in the group stays in the group, and this will be the time for women to tell things that's bothering them and to all heal together.
We could let our hair down.
And so when I start that women's group, I will let a lot of the women know in here and the ones I know and reach out to other people that needs to be in the group as well. We'll meet up probably like twice out the week,
Yes, please talk to someone.
and then go from there.
Maisha, how many did you find? Did you go through? Veronica said, like marriage, don't go with the first one.
Stupid.
How many did you go to before you found the right one? And did it work for you? Because some people go to therapy and they come out worse than they went in before. Damn, 10. Girl, let me start praying for you. How's this one going?
You don't already pray for her?
I pray for
It's
my
a
friends.
joke, baby.
Oh yeah,
It's-
because I be
so
ready to
tight.
explain. I pray for all of my friends in general, but if there's some that need like a special prayer, I will do like a little side prayer for them. So yeah, good. I'm glad, Mai. I'm glad. Girl, see you in 2 weeks, Mai. ATL hope.
We gonna put
Didn't
you
we
off
tell
the
her
bench.
not to say that? We
gonna
told
You
her
put
not
her off
to
the
do
bench.
that.
You can't tell me not to say it, Mark.
Because you're not doing it right.
I'm 100% doing it right. 150% doing it right.
You sound like a suburban cheerleader.
Exactly. Yes. Mai, you know.
So last but not least,
Okay.
prioritize your needs.
Mm.
Prioritize your needs. You want to elaborate on that one, Monique?
I don't. Look at her face, y'all. So the reason why I said no is because I have a shitload of needs, but to me, whatever I'm going through at that time is what's most important. It's not a thing where I'm following like a path or anything. It's whatever I feel that I need in that
So
moment.
why don't you start prioritizing them?
Because I have to see in what way they need to fall. And if I'm just now working on practicing all of these things of self-love, then I wouldn't know what I need to start with first. Maybe learning my my triggers, that whatever makes me the most happy or whatever upsets me the most or whatever. Like I would probably start there. Because honestly, besides just my immediate family, like you and the kids, nothing is, I'm just like, oh, all excited for.
What about you, Mark?
What I'm excited for?
Prioritizing your needs.
Shit. Family, business, and shit, myself, my own personal needs. Those top three, as far as what I'm concerned with in my life right now. I mean, I can go
Right,
into
Carla.
intricate details within those three, but yeah, I mean, my family and my business and myself.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I definitely love myself, but I think the type of love that I have for myself, like we said, is the selfish love. Like I tend not to care about anything or anyone else around me, other than, like I said, my immediate, my family,
Yeah,
my
I'm
close
definitely-
friends.
I'm selfish and I'm not. I'm selfish when I need to be. I know when I need to be selfish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people. I ain't gonna say a lot of people, but there's some people that have an issue with me because they see me as selfish. But it's just like I'm gonna determine when and where I show my love. Don't come to me and expect some free shit and then say, "Oh, Mark don't show no love to nobody because he didn't give me the free shit."
On my jacket. All right, Michelle, we will.
What Michelle say?
She want to be in a group.
In what group?
Oh, yeah. Veronica said it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. And I probably need to work on all of that. Not just, I need to work on the no part. I need to work on the yes part. I need to work on the attitude part. Like there's a lot going on, but I believe that genuinely I love myself. I love how I am. I love how I feel about myself. I love what I project to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like I like my body for the most part. Like I don't have any parts of my body where I'm just like, I don't like it. I'm not self-conscious, I don't know.
Well, only you can dictate what you
Yeah.
need to do. I
Yeah,
mean, nobody can tell you anything.
I mean, I love me. I'm cute and everything.
She's just gonna keep saying the Mark. Is that all you got to say about yourself?
Yep.
That's it. That's
I'm
it.
cute and is. No, so yeah, that's how I feel.
You know I was about to be silly. I am important. Y'all to help.
I am kind.
I am kind. I am important.
You're right. And I'm beautiful.
Okay. So listen, y'all got to do better. The Help was my favorite show. You know what? I want to say this. He probably would never watch this, and he probably will watch it. Big kudos to Tyler Perry, man. I watched his documentary today. Oh my God, it touched me so much. It really touched me as a black man and what he's been through. I salute to that brother. Mm-hmm. That brother went through it. Things that people have not came out of. That's what you call somebody a self-love, and this is why I'm saying big kudos to Tyler Perry, because that was self-love right there. He came from a bad situation and made it into a good and positive environment for himself.
Yeah.
So that was self-love, and he came through with the self-love. So I like that.
Up. Yeah.
So that was the perfect thing to watch today, to get some clues of his life, and it helped this topic. So
I'm gonna have to go watch it.
Yeah, it was really good. Big kudos to him.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So, what else, y'all? So,
what about you? Because me and Mark answered.
What about what?
Your question that you said
prioritizing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still prioritizing my needs. One, a way that I didn't prioritize my needs, I learned how to say no. That's one of them.
Look how she said no.
No.
I learned how to say no.
You emphasize that no, girl. Exclamation point in all caps.
One thing I find myself doing, even when it comes to Monique, I will make sure she good before I'm good. And like I said, I'm still working on me. But baby, as far as self-love, as I went through putting myself first, it's all, and she'll tell you, I always put myself first. I don't care who you are. That don't mean I love you no less. I'm just going to put myself first. And
it took you a while to get to that point.
It did. It took me a very long time. It took me all of my younger years up into my 30s, my 40s, you know. And then I'm in my late 40s now, and it's like, it's still a challenge. But I learned the most important ones of self-love.
You learned that early. Yeah. So that you can keep working on the bigger part of it. So I can keep working
on the bigger part of it. The whole picture. It's like a television.
Yeah.
A 70-inch flat screen that I just have to stay in it and get it together. And I'm still working on that. And God is good, Michelle. All the time. All the time. And I preach that a lot when it comes to the kids, my wife. I always say that God is good and he's been good to me. And I even thank him for the bad things that happen. Because it taught me a lesson and I learned from it. I can't say I won't go and make that same mistake, but I'm going to be very knowledgeable about it to make me not try and do that same mistake again.
Yeah.
That's how you do that, right?
That's what's up.
Yeah, so.
Well, your stuff was good. I'm sitting over like, oh my God. Like,
well, this was one of my subjects.
Something new. Okay.
Well, this was one of my subjects that I really, it sits deep with me.
I've been pushing it off like, what we in self-love? Okay.
Yeah. But it's very important. And I want everybody in the world, not just women, men too, you know, kids, everything. It starts with it in a young situation, and it's about guidance. You have to guide that child to the best of your ability, you know, and it's kind of sad because nowadays parents don't take them kids down that path. You know, and it's like, it's sad, but they don't know no better either. Yeah, because you grown and with kids don't make you grown.
Yeah, you right.
It just don't. I mean, you got kids and you still learning. Life is a learning process. You're going to learn every day of your life.
I say that at work.
You're going to learn something every day of your life. And if you're not learning something every day of your life, you in the wrong position in life. No, seriously. You're supposed to learn something every day.
Self-love is the best love, Shalonda.
You better say it, sis.
No problem, Ma. Anytime, friend.
You better say it. So with that being said, I'm surprised my wife didn't ask me who that quote earlier came from.
I was going to ask later, but it's time for your last quote of the day, y'all, because we wrapping it up, my friends.
Yeah.
We thank y'all for watching. My baby going to do her quote, though, because she didn't get it out last time.
So I'm going to do this quote because this one sat with me today, too, as well. So I want y'all to listen to this one. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals.
Ooh, say that again, girl.
I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the background. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goal. So guess what, y'all? I am Shay B. This is my homie from the...
Where I'm from, girl. Where I'm from.
From the future, past, and the
New
beginning.
Georgia.
Look, at ATL, Monique.
It's your girl, Monique.
So I want to thank all y'all for coming in, watching our show. Hey, T-Boss. I want to thank all of y'all for coming in and supporting your girls and your boy, Marky Mark. We thank y'all. We love y'all.
Thank y'all
until
for
next
watching.
time, love, peace, and love one another.
Bye, y'all. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.